everyone, my name's Becky and I just want to welcome you to my new channel, Little Miss Autistic. Today's topic really is something that's been a big part of my life for nearly 8 years now, so I just wanted to share it all with you. It is actually about being addicted to opiate painkillers. So I have been umming and ahhing for a long time about opening up about this, because obviously I don't want people to think bad about me, but I just feel like it's a massive thing that people are struggling with, and a lot of people need help and there needs to be more awareness of it. I want to share with you really my story of how I got addicted to these painkillers and how easy it is to just get sucked into it all. It just creeps up on you, and before you know it, there's nothing you can do about it. You don't really realise what a big problem it is until you try and go a day without it. And then when that day comes and you either haven't got any tablets or you just don't take them for some reason, and all of a sudden you get so poorly and you realise that it's actually withdrawal symptoms from taking them every day. And that's when it starts to get really scary, because you've now realised that you're going to have to take them every day, because if you don't, then you get ill. And everyone has busy lives, you've got stuff you've got to get on with, you've got to go to work, you've got to get up every day, everyone's got stuff to do, so you end up getting stuck in a cycle just to be able to function really, and to be able to get on with the things that you need to do. And that's where it really does start to become an absolute living hell. That's when, for me, I realised, what have I done? But the thing for me is, because I suffer from so many different mental health illnesses, the feeling that these tablets give me, it was like a magic drug for me. It gave me so much more confidence and actually made me feel so much more relaxed that I felt like I could get on with my life, and I actually felt better in my own body. I know that might sound really, really weird to other people, but to me, because most of my life I've just been trying to mask who I am, and I've never felt normal inside, and I've struggled so much to interact with people. It just gave me more confidence. I felt like I could have a laugh with people more, open up more, I was more chatty, I was able to face the day with a lot more like oomph really, instead of just being dragged down by all these things that I suffer with. My anxiety just seemed to go from there to there when I took these tablets. So how can someone not get addicted to that feeling? Right, so how did I get addicted to these tablets? This is where I'm going to tell you how it all started and how I've ended up in such a mess. This is honestly how easy it is for these addiction problems to start. One night I was struggling with restless legs, this is when I lived back at home with my mum. And for anyone out there who doesn't know what restless legs is, it's a feeling in your legs where you cannot stop moving them. You just want to stretch them, you're wriggling around, you feel like you've got this urge where you just can't settle. it also feels like you've got things crawling in your skin. So when I used to suffer with it stopped me from sleeping. So my mum gave me 2 codeine tablets, and at the time both of us didn't know that they were addictive. So from going from 2 that night and being able to sleep more or less straight away, I then did it the next night. And then my mum said, oh, I've got 2 spare boxes, you may as well put them in your drawer for whenever you need them. So then, like an idiot, I started taking them every night so that I didn't end up suffering with this restless legs. And it didn't take me long to soon realise that they made me feel so calm and relaxed. So I started to look forward to taking them at night. It was like a little treat, like 7 o'clock I'll take my tablets and then I can chill out and watch TV and like start to relax, and I just loved it. It sounds bad, but I just fell in love literally straight away with the feeling. And I personally think it's because of all the problems that I suffer from. It just gives me a break from all the racing thoughts that go through my mind all the time. Like, that's how I actually feel. Like, it just calmed my brain down and I finally had a bit of peace. So it went from 2 every night to then one day me waking up and thinking, oh, I know, I'll take 2 before I go to work. And then I realised when I got to work that I was feeling pretty good and all set for the day. Made me feel more proactive at work. It made me actually feel like I could work harder and concentrate more. It made me feel like happier inside. And it actually, to me, I've tried loads of antidepressants and loads of different medications, and this medication to me, for all my illnesses, it just like worked wonders. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt all warm inside and I was hooked. And then it started from 2 to 4, and then not long it was up to 8 tablets a day, and I would look forward to them set times of having them tablets every day. Fast forward, this went on for a few years of me having the maximum of 8 tablets a day. Then my mum obviously could only give me 2 boxes, so that wasn't enough. So like an idiot, I started buying them off someone off the internet, which I please suggest no one ever does that. I was so stupid for doing that. You don't know what you're getting. Luckily enough, the guy was giving me what he said he was, but you could get anything, you could die, anything could be in them tablets. So please, anyone watching, please don't do that. But yeah, I started buying them, and then when that wasn't enough, I would end up stealing them off my mum, which, to be honest, is disgusting. I felt awful for it. She wouldn't know because she would make her tablets up for the next day. So I'd just swap them for like paracetamol so she wouldn't even notice. So then I realised how low it actually sunk. Some days I knew it got bad because I'd order them and I'd be waiting by the door for the postman to come, and I didn't have any pills, and I'd be shaking, I'd be crying, I'd be absolute anxious as hell. not knowing what I'm going to do if these pills don't turn up in the post. If they didn't turn up, then I knew full well I was going to go into withdrawals. I was going to be so poorly. The amount of times that I've had to stay off work to try and get the tablets, or even I've gone back to my mum's and begged her for more. And that's when she started to realise, you know, something's going on here. Like, I tried my best to keep it a secret for so long, but in the end, she realised I was stealing hers, because when she was taking her tablets, she wasn't getting any relief. And the guilt from that is awful. Like, but that's what it turns you into. You just start lying. And it's such a horrible thing. Anyone watching this who suffers with addiction or has suffered with addiction will remember them times when you couldn't get hold of what you needed, or the stealing and the lying, and it just changes you into a person that you never ever thought you could be. And I'm not proud of it. I'm ashamed of myself. But I just want to put this video out there to prove to people how easy it is to get like sucked into a situation like this. You've got to be so careful. Even if you're just having two for a bad back, or you go because you've injured yourself and they give you a packet, it's just so easy to get sucked into that life. And then you just end up feeling worse from the feeling that you fell in love with has just quickly turned into an absolute living nightmare. These pills, honestly, were my best friend. They got me through so much, but they were also my worst enemy. There really is so many people out there struggling with codeine addiction, opiate addiction, various addictions really, but you feel ashamed, you feel scared of getting help, you feel lonely. And this is, I didn't know what to do. The problem had become bigger than me and I just couldn't cope with it. But for anyone, if you are struggling with codeine addiction, I started to look into getting help. There's a Facebook group called Codeine Addiction. And if anyone wants to join that, everyone in there is so helpful. And they'll tell you what to do and who to speak to. And I've actually made some really good friends on there. So if you want to check it out, that actually led me to getting help. But I just wanted to say I'm going to be doing more videos on this topic about when I realised everything had got too much and I needed to get help. I'm going to be doing a video on going into detox in a detox centre. I've not been there yet, but it will be soon, and when I go I will video it and let everyone know my struggles and how it's actually gone. So fingers crossed it goes well for me. But if you've liked my video, found it useful, if you could please comment or like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It'd make my day. And I'm so sorry that it has been quite a depressing video. I'm not always like this, and maybe in the future you'll see some more upbeat and me being a little bit happier. So I just want to say take care everyone. I've enjoyed making this and I hope you all enjoy it. Bye.